This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of May 25th, 2022. I'm Alex Brown. Eli Lilly and Company says it will invest $2.1 billion to build 2 manufacturing facilities in Boone County and create up to 500 jobs. CEO Dave Ricks says the location of the site was a key component to the investment.
Increasingly, as we've built sites, we see a value in this concept of clustering, where not only we can be in closer relation to our own facilities, but also Purdue is a great asset for the state and for Lilly. It's our number one source of talent.
The plans are designed to boost Lilly's manufacturing capacity for active ingredients and new therapeutics such as genetic medicines. The Fort Wayne City Council has approved an agreement to purchase a 6.4-acre parcel of riverfront property from PepsiCo. The city will spend $4.5 million for the property with the hope to attract private investment for the land, while PepsiCo will build a new facility near Fort Wayne International Airport. Also in Fort Wayne, the Allen County Fort Wayne Historical Society has announced First Impressions, the first phase of renovations to the History Center. The center says the newly renovated spaces will form visitors' first impressions through the front entryway, welcome center, orientation theater, rotating gallery, and principal concourse. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of central Indiana's business community and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
Indianapolis nonprofit Project Azul is looking to help unemployed and underemployed Hoosiers prepare for better career opportunities in blue-collar industries such as manufacturing and logistics. Executive Director Yesenia Tostado says the organization targets individuals who are systemically marginalized, including ethnic and minority groups, immigrants and refugees, and those with only a high school diploma or less. She says the program is about more than just upskilling the participants.
We also then work with a number of employer partners who provide either direct hire opportunities that are full-time and benefited or temporary to permanent job opportunities. Our goal is to set individuals up with a job opportunity that is full-time, offers benefits, and has a minimum hourly wage of $15 per hour, although most of our employers provide hourly wages that are $17, $18 per hour for their minimum wage.
She says the organization is only able to serve about 125 individuals annually and is looking to grow. The vacant Bank Calumet building in downtown Hammond appears set to undergo a $24 million renaissance as the City Council approves a development agreement to fill the iconic structure with 100 market-rate apartments and 10,000 square feet of commercial space. Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report the council unanimously approved the agreement with Michigan City-based NWI Homan, which wants to convert the old bank into a mixed-use development. The publication says the developer will receive an incentive of $5 million in tax increment financing revenue from the city, as well as $150,000 through Hammond's facade rebate program, which will primarily go toward converting the upper floors to housing. The 9-story tower was originally built in 1924 and has been vacant since 2015. A South Bend attorney has been sentenced to more than 10 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to charges of mail fraud, securities fraud, and bank fraud. Here's Wes Mills with more.
U.S. Attorney Clifford Johnson says Sven Eric Marshall practiced law and provided financial accounting services and sold investment securities from his South Bend business, Trust and Investment Advisory Services of Indiana, from 2003 until 2017. Court documents indicate Marshall used investors' money to pay other investors' returns and for his own personal expenses. The FBI found that Marshall stole more than $730,000 from 16 different investors over the course of 14 years, with many losing their entire life savings. The FBI also says Marshall embezzled more than $1.3 million from 7 clients who hired him to prepare their wills and estates. The beneficiaries never received the money intended for them, which included several churches, schools, religious communities, and charities. In addition to his prison term, Marshall must serve 2 2 years of supervised release and pay more than $1.9 million in restitution to his victims. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indy 500 pole sitter Scott Dixon is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.